means to repeat a statement. We can repeat one statement, or we can repeat a block of statements. Block of statements, which means more than one statement. How many times? The question is how many times? How to control the number of times. If the question specifies number of times, or if the question doesn't. So we have two cases. Ask the customer about number of products. So we can say we have two options. If we know how many iterations from the beginning, or we don't know. Okay, now if we ask the user, that's good idea, Amarveer. If we ask the user, so we know. If we ask the user from the beginning, then we will fit in this option. We know. But maybe the user doesn't know. The first option, we use for loop. The second option, we don't know. If we don't know how to stop repeating, it depends on a condition that is changing upon the user inputs. We use do while. So let's get back to our example. The example here, let the user enter prices of many products. How many products? We don't know. The user either doesn't know. We will do it twice. If the user knows, if the user doesn't know. Now, if the user knows how many products they have, let's do it. So the first case, if the user knows how many products, what we do? System dot out dot println how many products do you have? This is the question. Integer number of products equals what? Input dot next and where is the scanner? Oh, okay, sorry, I put it here. It has to be down. It has to be here. So even this. If the user knows how many products. Print and println, I'll explain later, don't worry. So here, system.out.println, how many products do you have? Now the user answers num. So num is the number of products. What I have to do, I will use for. So for integer I equals 1, I less than or equal num, I plus plus. Do you understand the for here? Why I equal 1? What does it mean? I less than num, I plus plus. Anybody doesn't know? I think everybody knows. So what do we want to repeat? I have to start a block by opening a bracket. Now, you should know what statements within the block. Any statement inside the block will be repeated. Any statement before or after the block will not be repeated. This statement, we need to repeat it, because every time we want the user to enter the price. This statement, we need to repeat it because we need to read. Then, if this statement, we need to repeat it because we need to check if there is a discount. And we need to print out each price after discount. So all of these, we need to repeat them. So all of them inside the block. The question says we need the total. Now, this statement or these statements are finding the price after discount. How about the total? How can we find the total? To find the total and prices are getting inside the loop, what we have to do? We have to go up before the loop, declare the total, double total, and assume it's 0. Logically, yes, it's 0 because we have no price yet. At this point here, we have no prices, so logically the total is 0. Then we start entering the first price and we check what's the price after discount and we print out the price after discount. Then what? We should add the price to the total. So total plus equals price. Every time we should add the price to the total. Now, after the block ends here, we can add the tax to the total. So here, total after tax equals total times 1.13. Then system dot out dot println total equals plus total. How many products do you have? Suppose we have 5. Enter the product price, 130. So the price after discount, 115. Enter the product price, 67. It's 60. 40. It's 40. 89. It's 82. 74. Finally, the total is the total here after adding the tax. How can we show the total without all of these? Do you remember? String dot format, then between quotation we put %.2 if then the total. Three products, 77, 120, 30. So the total is 231.65. Any questions, guys? Any questions here? It's clear how we use for. Yes, I'm doing. Yes, one variable. You don't need more. One variable is enough. Now, let's go back and do necessary changes if we don't know how many products. This case if the user knows. Now, if the user doesn't know. If not the user, not the programmer. If nobody knows how many products. So I can't ask this question because nobody knows the answer. I can't use for because nobody knows the answer. What I have to do, how can I repeat these statements? These statements from here to here, the block here must be repeated. How? We can use while, do while, but we should think of the termination, how to stop repeating. How to stop repeating. We can have different ideas. For example, every time we ask the user, do you want to enter another product? If yes, we repeat. If no, we stop. So the first idea, every time ask the user if wants to enter another product price. If no, then stop. Okay, how can we ask the user? Now, the block starts here. To let the block repeated, I have to use do. Do means repeat. Okay, we let the user enter the product price, we do everything. Now we reach here. We want to know to continue looping or to stop. So I have to ask the user. Always asking the user means system.out.println. When you ask the user, don't ever ask the user an open question, because the user needs to know how to answer your question. If it's an open question, then how the user can answer. If the user needs to answer, you should guide the user how to answer. So I'm not gonna ask him, do you want? Okay, do you want? Yes, I want. How can I tell you I want? I should give the answer. So maybe I can say, press 0 to stop, or any number to add another product price. The user will see this message. What the user will do now, will enter 0 or any number. The system needs to read what the user enters. So integer answer equals input dot next integer. Okay, we get the user answer. Now, what we do, we go out of the block, here, out of the block, and write while. While what? What do we write here? The termination condition or the continuing condition? Which condition we have to write here? Not the termination, no. Opposite of termination. The continuing condition. How do we terminate? How do we stop? We stop if price equals 0. What is the opposite if price doesn't equal 0? So here we write while price doesn't equal, sorry, not price, answer. While answer doesn't equal 0. Answer. Do you remember I told you don't declare anything inside if, so you don't do inside block. So let me here before the block integer answer, declare the answer and don't need to declare it here. No, it's not global, but it's outside the block. So guys, as you see here, we put the continue condition. Enter the product price, 120. Press 0 to stop any number to enter another price. Enter price, 90. Enter price, 70. Enter price, 37. 0. When I press 0, I get the total, and that's it. Okay? So here, I'll take this to the text edit. Maybe we have another idea. Okay, while. We have do while. What does it mean, do while? Repeat while no change. So you put a condition. Guys, I will move my position, just stay with me. I pause the cam. Okay, so do while, what does it mean? Do while. While everything, okay, do. So here, while the condition is true, keep looping. That's it. So do while, and here we should put condition. Any condition could be true or false. Any condition, it's true or false. So here, while the condition is true, keep looping. Don't stop. How to stop looping? How to stop? If the condition false. If the condition becomes false. Or if we put a break statement. Always when we have loop, we can keep it looping upon the condition, or we can stop it anytime by using break. Using a break statement inside the loop, stop it directly without continuing. Let's try to see how to use break. But not now. We will do it using while, not using do while. Now, every time, ask the user if wants to enter another product price. If no, then stop. This is one idea. Another idea. Who has another idea? Who has another idea? Every time, check the price. If it's 0, then stop. Don't ask the user. Don't ask the user. From the beginning, enter the product price or 0 to stop. So the user every time will enter price or 0. If the user enters a price, it means continue. If the user enters a 0, means stop. In this case, I don't need to give the user this question and get an answer. All what I need to put here, if price doesn't equal 0. And I should define the price outside not here. Run. Enter the product price or 0 to stop. Okay, the price is 98. The other price is 36 hundred to 9 45 77 0. That's it. 402. This is another idea. This is another idea. Whatever the idea is, you should think of an idea to stop. And you should put the condition in while here, not the condition of termination, the condition of continuing, the opposite of termination. I'll take this to the note, to the text edit. So you have more options. Any questions? Is it clear? We have do while and we have while without do. While without do, we don't have do at all. Let me just explain something. Do while condition. We start the first loop, then check the condition. As you see, do and these dots means what? The block, whatever the block has. So you are doing the first one, then check the condition. We have what? We have while condition, then the block. Here, let's say this is the block. Here, this is the block. So while we start with checking the condition. If it's true, then start the first loop. The difference between using do while and using while is what? The first loop. The first loop with do is going regardless about if the condition true or false. Because you are doing, then you check. But for while, no. You check, then you do. So from the beginning, if the condition false, nothing happens. Let me show you here how can I use while. And I'll show you how to use break. Suppose I'll do the same. enter the product price, or 0 to stop. I'll put here while. While what? While true. What does it mean while true? What does it mean while true? What I say, what did I tell you about the condition here? While true, infinite loop, exactly. Yes. So while true, it means never stop. Never. Then system.out.println enter the product price or 0 to stop, and here we read okay. Now after we read if price equals 0, what I should do if the price equals 0? Break. That's it. So if you want to use while true, then you should have a break inside the while block. Because if you don't, you have a big mistake. You have an infinite loop. Every time, guys, every time you want to use while true, you should have a break in the block of while. The price is 0. That's it. We stopped from the beginning. Run again. The price is 90. The price is 67. The price is 136. The price is 59. The price is 0. We stopped. Is it clear? Break terminates the loop. Always break terminates the loop. While we can use it not just while true. This example, the best practice is to do while true, but maybe we can do it in a different way. We will have more examples where we can use while and another condition not true. Okay, now I'll give you another example, and let's do it. This example is just to practice more of loop, and regardless about what kind of loop, just to practice the loop. It's for, do, or whatever. Let the user input a number of how many digits they want, then print it in reverse. What does it mean? If the user inputs this number, the output is 6, 7, 8, 5. Let's say this one is 3, so 3. Any number the user enters, we should output the number in reverse. Can you do it? Yes, guys? Can you do it? Okay, I will give you your time to try, then we will do it together. How much time do you want to try? 10 minutes? Okay. I'm waiting. Go ahead. 10 minutes, then we will do it together. Let me give you a hint. Let me give you a hint. System dot out dot print and system dot out dot println. The difference between them. This always starts in a new line. Always print, let's say, here print on the previous line. That's the difference between them. So when we print these numbers, of course we will use loop. In this example, we will use loop. When you use loop, you will print the digits one by one. So you will print the first digit, the second digit, and so on. That's why you must use print, not println. Because if you use println, you will print what? It will be 6, 7, 8, 5, 3. This if you use println. But if you use print, not println, you will print them in this way. This is the first hint. The second hint, what I have to do, I have this number. I should take the last one and print it. How can I take the last one? Divide. Divide by what? Divide by 10. If I divide by 10, I don't get anything, but I have to get the mode of this number by 10. Yes. Get the mode, print it, decrease the number by eliminating the last digit, and repeat. That's it. I gave you the answer. So I'm waiting just to see the code from you. I will pause my cam and mute my mic for 10 minutes. Done, done, done. Wow. Okay. Let me see how to do it. So let the user enter a number and then print it and reverse. Now we want the user to enter the number, so system.out.println enter the number. Integer n, suppose n is the number, equals input dot next integer. Now this is the number. We need to check while the number doesn't equal 0, go on. What we will do, we will take the last digit. So integer digit equals the number mod 10. Print this digit, system.out.print, not println. Then I need now to get rid of this last digit. So the number equals the number over 10. 35876. Let me try it. 35876. 35876. 67853. Did you do it the same way? Who did it? It doesn't have to be exactly the same. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. It could be different code, but the important is to give the same output. Okay, guys, let's have a break now. I'll stop